Obviously, he just wants to get as much support as he can. Over the last 2 years now, from June 2020 to June now, we can see a number of fluctuations. We've been tracking this in terms of political parties. And as I said last time, so I can repeat now because this reality hasn't changed, the main or most striking change here is the collapse of Jubilee from 40% 2 years ago to just 4% now. And the other, of course, very striking thing is the rise of UDA from nothing at the end of 2020 to being the most popular party now at 33%. And we can also see the undecided going down. It's come up a bit since our last survey in mid-May, from 13 to 26, but still below what it was previously for the year and a half before that. Distribution of political coalitions now, Azimio and Kenya Kwanza across the country. Starting on the far left total, Azimio the most popular one, 42%, followed by Kenya Kwanza. But we can see their strongholds, which largely reflect the strongholds or the dominant positions of political parties, with Kenya Kwanza at 61% in Central Rift and Azimio at 66% in Nyanza. Also, Kenya Kwanza is quite strong on the mountain, just below 50%, in the north, whereas ODM is over 50% in Nairobi and has got half of support of people at the coast and lower eastern. Just to check on the sort of correspondence between party support and coalition support, when we look overall at the support for Azimio and go into those people, we see that 98% of ODM supporters also support Azimio. A little bit lower for Kenya Kwanza, where 87% of UDA supporters as a party also support the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. But we have nearly a quarter who are undecided as to which coalition they support. Again, that slight difference of 11% between the 98% of ODM supporters supporting Azimio and the 87% of UDA supporters who support Kenya Kwanza may also reflect the fact that it has fewer parties in its coalition, that is 11 as opposed to 26 for Azimio. Turning to the presidential contest, we first asked how important our respondents thought the choice of a running mate was to the presidential candidate in terms of getting additional votes. And we see that overall, across the whole sample, 2/3, 68% said it's very important, 12% somewhat important, and only 15% didn't think it's important at all in terms of who can win the election. However, interestingly, those who said they were going to vote for Raila Odinga, quite a larger percentage were of that view, that the choice of a running mate, in this case Martha Karua, is very important in terms of their support for him. Whereas only 62% of those who said they would vote for William Ruto thought that his choice of a running mate was very important. And these are reflected also in the fact of another question that we asked, and that is, how satisfied are you with the choice of a running mate by the presidential candidate that you are going to vote for? And among Odinga supporters, 9 out of 10, 90% said that they were very satisfied, not somewhat satisfied or dissatisfied with the choice of Martha Karua, whereas only 2/3 of those who said they were going to vote for Deputy President Ruto had that opinion. That is, that they are very satisfied with the choice of Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate. Doesn't mean they're not going to vote for him. They still said they were going to vote for the DP. But you can see quite a contrast there, way outside the margin of error for this survey, which is about plus or minus 2.5%. How much the choice of a running mate